Did you know that art used to be an event at the Olympics? From 1912 to 1948, you could win a gold medal for painting, music, literature, architecture, or sculpture. They called it the Pentathlon of the Muses, and I'll show you some of that art and tell you all about it today. I post videos about art and artists and interesting art stories every day, so follow. So the idea came from Baron Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of the modern Olympics. He believed the games should celebrate the whole human being, body and mind, just like in ancient Greece. He told a French newspaper in 1904, in the high times of Olympia, the fine arts were combined harmoniously with the games, and this should become reality once again. They were supposed to debut at the 1908 Olympics in Rome, but Mount Vesuvius erupted and that kind of ruined things. So the first time was 1912 in Sweden. Only 35 artists entered, but gold medals were still awarded in every category. And then the next Olympics were supposed to be in Berlin, but World War I canceled that. Coubertin fought hard to keep them going and tried to invoke the ancient Greek truce that paused wars during the games. This would allow free travel and participation in the games regardless of conflicts, but everybody was like, nah, we're gonna keep doing the war thing. But in the Olympics after, the art events grew huge. In 1928 Amsterdam, over 1,100 works were submitted. Luxembourg painter John Jacobi became the most successful Olympic artist, winning the gold medal for this 1924 painting, Étude de Sport, and for this drawing called Rugby in 1928. Jack Butler Yeats won silver in 1924 for his painting Natation, making him Ireland's first Olympic medalist. Only 2 people won Olympic medals in both sports and arts. Walter W. Winans won medals for both shooting and for this sculpture that he titled An American Trotter. Alfred Hayhos won 2 gold medals in swimming in 1896, at a time when it took place in the ocean and it was extremely cold with massive waves. Then, 28 years later, he picked up a silver in architecture for designing a stadium. There were some legendary names too. Paul Landowski won gold for his sculpture, The Boxer, in 1928. The same guy who later went on to create Rio's Christ the Redeemer statue. Britain's John Copley won silver for one of his drawings at age 73, making him the oldest Olympic medalist of all time. In the 1936 Berlin Olympics, the Nazis came back and tried to use the art competition for propaganda, favoring works that glorified athleticism and Aryan ideals. In 1949, the Olympic Committee complained that most of the artists were professionals, and competitors in the Olympics at that time were supposed to be amateurs. And in 1954, they voted to remove art from the Olympics. That is until Paris 2024, when art returned to the Olympics in the form of dance. So what do you think? Should art make a comeback in the Olympics, or is art too subjective for medals? Let me know in the comments.